Yeah.
Oh shit, man, who that is?
Shout out Migo, shout out Zaytoven one time.
Drink at the Versace store.
Yeah. Versace, Medusa head on me like I'm Numinati. This is a gated community, please get the fuck off the property. Rap must be changing cause I'm at the top and there's no one on top of me. Niggas be wanting a verse, but man, that's not a swap to me. Grinding in compliments, food in the backyard that look like Metropolis. I think I'm selling $1 million for sweet man, I guess I'm an optimist. Born in Toronto, but sometimes I feel like Atlanta adopted us. What the fuck is you talking about? Saw this shit coming like I got binoculars, boy. Versace, we stay at the mansion when we in Miami. Pillows, Versace, the sheets of Versace, I just wanna grab it.
A lot of people. This is great. This is my house. Thank you everyone for coming by. Me and Damon here hosting this event. This is awesome. Seeing a lot of new faces. A lot of people I have seen before. Yeah, this is great. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it real short. Passing my boy Damon here, who's been got me involved initially, roughly 2 months ago. We're starting to roll real fast, starting to kill it, and I'm real excited about it. Everyone here should be real excited about it. These people here that are here, listen to them. Like, open your minds, open your ears, just listen to what they have to say because, man, they're killing it right now. They're killing the business. I mean, it's speaking for itself right there, man. So I'm gonna pass it here to Damon, who's killing it here. Me and him are both killing it, and there you go.
Word up. I always like to start with what up, though. I'm real excited. Obviously, this is like phenomenal turnout. Neighbors are gonna get mad because there's too many people, but I don't give a damn because this is huge. Like, I don't think you guys can comprehend, how much this means to me, him, the whole team. This is a big step. Obviously, you guys came out, supported. That's step one. Just show up, and hopefully, you guys can open up your minds. And I don't really think you guys have the option. Obviously, this thing is working. Okay, nobody invited you here to scam you, to get you to buy Verb, nothing like that. All right. It's working, okay? We're here to show you a vehicle to get from point A to point B. That's it. Another option, okay? So I can stand up here and talk about this whole thing, how it's, changed my life, how it's, phenomenal. But I'm gonna let these guys, the bosses, the Oprah Winfreys, if you will, of Vemma, kill it. I have plenty of credibility, I think, but these guys, bosses. And like when I say bosses, I mean bosses. You can ask anybody here, like, I don't give anybody credit for shit. I'll be straight up. But these guys are killing it. And all I'm doing is following in their footsteps, and that's all we're, here to help you guys do. Lead you guys down the right path, show you guys how exactly it's done. Again, this is phenomenal. Just to, brief you real quick on how I got involved. This kid right here, thank God for him. We were sitting in my dorm room playing video games, doing nothing. These guys came in. Said, come downstairs, check out some free stuff, blah, blah, blah. Of course, being broke college kids, we went downstairs. One thing led to another. Tim got involved. I hated it, didn't want anything to do with him. I wanted to fight this kid for doing it. Just big ego, small bank account, okay? Understand that a lot of my friends, a lot of the people around me were negative, and that's exactly what led me to have a big ego and a really small bank account, okay? I was closed-minded at that time, but, luckily this kid stayed on me and educated me on, what this thing is, and they'll touch on all of that, okay? But understand that I was sitting where you guys were, okay? A couple years, kicked out of my house, down and out. Didn't know what I was doing, just went through the motions, going to college, to get that degree. Didn't know what I wanted to do with it. I know I wanted to operate my own business. Didn't even know what that meant. I thought I was a businessman because my eBay account was, boss, but realistically, like, when I look back at it, that's minuscule to, what this thing is, okay? If you would have told me a couple, years ago, months ago even, that, we're going to have 250 kids at your house, I would have said, that's bullshit. Straight up. Because, I didn't have the support, didn't have the knowledge, didn't have the education to network myself. And that's basically, what this is. Obviously, like I said, guys, it's working. And if you take nothing from my story, know that, again, I was there. I was exactly where you guys are. And if you're skeptical, there's no reason to be skeptical. Get your questions answered from these guys. They are the bosses, okay? And I know I was naive. I didn't want to ask these guys questions when I first heard about it. Did not at all. But eventually, you know, like I said, this kid stuck on me, and I got all my questions answered, and now I'm here, you know, teaching you, talking in front of 250 people, and this is amazing. It's an amazing fucking feeling to be able to do this. Like, you guys really, really, really don't understand. It means so much to me. Jeff Holzman over there, it's actually his house. I want to give a round of applause for him for that. And Kelly inside, and, you know, the whole Holzman family for letting us do this. I always want to start, you know, with thanks. But without further ado, I'm going to pass it, you know, to Tyler here. Killing it. Absolute beast in the game. And like I said, I was there. Get yourself out of that mindset. Open up your mind, okay? Listen. And get off your phone.
What is good, Vemma family? How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! I just want to start off real quick. Don't worry, I won't be up here too long. My name's Tyler. I'm 20 years old. I went to Parkland High School. If you guys are from the area, yeah, that's that Rich Snobby school. I went there. Okay, I made two major mistakes when I went to high school. Actually, my dad made one, and I made one. When I was a freshman in high school, my dad made the biggest mistake of my life. He sat me down at my kitchen table. He had this fat stack of papers, and you know what he told me? He told me I was going to be a millionaire when I graduated, because my grandfather had a whole shitload of real estate between the Poconos in New York, over 1,000 acres of land. And he told me, when you graduate, you're going to have all this waiting for you, so we can just flip it real quick, and you're going to be set up for life. Okay, that was the big mistake that he told me. The big mistake that I made is that I believed it. Okay, I believed that that's what I was going to have when I graduated, that I didn't have to go to school, I didn't have to pay attention, get good grades. Okay, so I didn't do that. It took me 6 years to get from pre-algebra to Alg 2. I'm not good at math, someone do that for me, okay? So I just did not bank on any of that. All I did was get high, go to school, come home, get high, play 3 hours of zombies, pass out, do it all over again, okay? And I did not realize that when I graduated, or actually when I turned a senior, my dad did the same exact talk with me. He sat me down on the kitchen table with a fat stack of papers and said, all this property is going to be foreclosed on because there's like close to $1 million in back taxes. So bam, right there went my future. I had nothing else. I graduated high school with like a 1.6 GPA. Okay, I had like 60 skips my senior year. I had no ambition to go to college at all. All I ever wanted to do since I was a little kid was run my own business. Had absolutely no idea how to do it, but that's what I wanted to do. Okay, and I wanted to be a cook. I wanted to open up my restaurant. I wanted to be the next Bobby Flay. Obviously, that's not going to happen. I burned chocolate chip cookies, okay, as much as I wanted to be. But so thankfully, my buddy Justin over here, the kid in the yellow shirt, he brought this idea to me. Okay, and I, like these guys, when I first heard about it, I was that kid in the back of the room with a big ego and a really low bank account. For whatever reason, I didn't want to listen to anything he had to say. I just called it a pyramid scheme, Ponzi scheme, a whole bunch of things that I had no idea what they were. Okay, I was completely closed-minded, and that made me poor. If you don't know what poor stands for, it means passing over opportunities repeatedly. So if I could say one thing right now is keep your mind open. A closed mind is the most expensive thing you can own right now in this economy. That's it. Okay, guys, so I got on board probably 3 months ago. Right now, for any of you guys in the business, I'm only silver. Yeah, that's not that high, but I'm going to the top. I don't care whether you guys believe me or not, but I'm going to be a multi-millionaire because of this company. And the only person who needs to believe in me is myself. Okay, and I hope all of you guys realize that you can do this, that we're a bunch of average-ass kids, nothing special about us at all. Like I said, it took me 6 years to get from pre-algebra to algebra 2, and I'm going to be a multi-millionaire. I already know it. I already feel it. I already see what it feels like, okay? I'm doing this for my family, for myself, for my team, okay? I'm not doing this for anyone else. I mean, I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing it for everyone else because my whole team is filled with a bunch of kids who are stuck in this shitty economy. Okay, it's really scary right now how we're going to the dump. You know, Obama was comparing this to the next depression. That's insane. You know, college school debt is over $1 trillion. Average college loan is $25,000. So there's a shitload of kids out there who need this. Okay, but like I said, I'm gonna keep this short and simple. That's all I have to say. The only thing I can say, I have to reiterate again and again and again, is keep an open mind. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. There's gonna be a movie made about this, the YPR. You can either be in the movie or stand in line trying to buy a ticket. But with that, I'm gonna pass it off to Tyler Small. This kid is an absolute monster in the business. Okay, him and Kish. When I first started my second home event, Kish was at my house. That just goes to show you how they're all here to help the newest member. Okay, that's my favorite part about this. It's one team, one dream. But with that, give it up for Tyler Small.
Cool, yeah, I wasn't expecting that. That was great. That got me excited, guys. So thanks for coming out. This is like my second time out here. This is way bigger than the last time I was here. So obviously something's happening out this way, guys. But I'm excited to be out here again to share my story. Obviously, we've got a special guest, my buddy Luke Kish. We kind of started this thing up, from the beginning about a year ago. You'll be able to hear from him. He's out here from California. So you're at the right place at the right time with this thing, guys. But just a little bit about my story before I kind of get into the company and really just the nitty-gritty, the fundamentals, which is what I like to cover. I was introduced to this about a year ago. A good buddy of mine, Andrew Yeager. You want to raise your hand? Back here, hiding in the back. We were at Penn State together, guys. I went there after graduating in 2011 from Kennett High School. I was doing engineering, mechanical engineering. I've had a passion for cars. That car in the driveway has been my dream car since I've been like this big, even before Vemma, which is cool that I'm now driving it because of Vemma. But I was going to school doing that. My point is, I didn't really like what I was doing. But I was kind of just going through the motions because that's all I'd been taught to go and to do. You go to high school, you get your grades. You go to college, you get your grades. You build a really, really good resume. If you are really smart, you get a really good job. Maybe an engineer, maybe doctor, lawyer, you make a lot of money, but you really don't have much time. Which, my mind had never been open to really anything else, that your money could work for you and that you could go and spend your time, doing other things, doing the things you love. So I kind of feel blessed and fortunate a year ago when he threw this orange can at me and was like, dude, we're going to be rich and drive free BMWs. So guys, keep in mind, this is like my, drinking buddy from the weekends at Penn State. We pledged neighboring frats together. He's a blast to party with if you ever get the chance. But as a result, when he came to me with a business, I'm like, dude, you're an engineer with me. You don't know the first thing about business. And, we don't remember half our weekends together. It's like, how the hell are you going to try to teach me about something like this? And I was pretty close-minded, but yet still intrigued that he talked about kids. Luke Kish at the time and made like $4,000 in 2 months. No job, no hours, no boss. Guys, I was working for like $10 an hour. Had a boss, had hours, obviously. Didn't really like what I was doing. So realized that I was in no place to, make false accusations against something I didn't truly understand. So I was like, all right, dude, I'll go out to lunch with you guys. I'll meet this kid, Luke. Sat down with him, like an hour late, so I was already pissed off. Had all these questions. I'm like, dude, I'm going to figure this thing out. I'm going to find the flaw. And so I sat down with him. I had a lot of questions, guys. And these two here had a lot of answers. And it was at that point where I realized that this thing was real. It was happening. And most importantly, this was going to get really, 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 really big with or without me, guys. Vemma didn't need me, but I needed it, right? I needed Vemma to help make that change in my life because I wasn't in a place that I was like happy with, I was satisfied with. A lot of you guys could probably use change, right? Whether it's the classes you're taking, the money you're making, the hours you're working. Most people out there, they could use change. And so I saw that if I wanted something I'd never had, I'd have to do something I'd never done, guys. And Vemma was my vehicle, as it has been for many people here. So get excited for that. But Vemma, guys, a little bit about the company. To get into that, if you haven't tried bourbon, you're new, definitely try one. We've got them. They're all gone. That'd be a good thing. But if you haven't tried it, link up with someone, try the product. There's a couple up here. Guys, I tried Verve. I really liked it right off the bat. They told me a lot about this company, Vemma. Basically, a health and wellness company, which clearly goes hand in hand with everyone's day-to-day life. We don't wake up and say, I wish I was sick today. No, this doesn't happen, right? Everyone wants to be healthy. I think it's something we take for granted. I don't think we're too concerned with our health, or at least as much as we should be. So when introduced to Vemma, I saw that Vemma is this health and wellness company, 8 years old, and they started back in Scottsdale, Arizona in 2005, I guess? 4, okay, so maybe coming up on 9 years. 2004, they started with this liquid vitamin supplement. The Vemma formula is an acronym: vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, aloe vera. So you get 12 key vitamins, 65 plant source minerals, guys. Mangosteens comes from Southeast Asia. It's a superfruit, high in antioxidants, so helps boost immune functions, helps eliminate free radical cells in your body, which cause cancer and type 2 diabetes, things like that. The aloe vera is good for digestion, just your skin, just overall health, right? And I saw that this formula was really, really good for you. But because Vemma recognized that no one here, being high school and college age students, gets excited about a shot of vitamins in the morning with breakfast, they'd have to expand their product line in order to target different demographics. You know, they made this kids multivitamin to target our younger siblings, and what they did for our demographic, our age group, is they came out with Verb. They put that 2-ounce Vemma formula into this energy drink, right? Sounds crazy. To drink one of these is better for you than to not. You guys hear about stories of Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster, Fiber Energy, Starbucks coffee. Products we continue to spend money on every single day, responsible for putting people in the hospital, even taking lives, which blows my mind. So when I was introduced to this, I realized that I was already spending money on Red Bull on the weekends to mix with you-know-what, right? And then coffee every morning at 8 a.m. to get me through my class because I was so hungover. So I'm already spending money on all these different products, right? Class, average college student doing, all these things. Spending money on similar products. I saw that I could transfer my dollars, not spend more money. If you were invited out here tonight, no one is here to sell you something you do not need. But transfer dollars, drink Verb instead at like $2.80 a can. Become healthier as a person. You drink one a day. Luke and I and some of these guys drink like 4 or 5 a day, which I don't recommend. 10. I'm on 8. Drink one a day, guys. And I saw that if I didn't make any money with the company, which obviously would have been worst case scenario, I'm becoming healthier as a person, right? Which was important to me, guys. So understand the product is phenomenal. I think a lot of times we don't put enough emphasis on that. I got really excited about the business, however, which I want to break down for you guys in just a second. But first, I want to go through credibility, right? If you're new and you're skeptical, good. Because if you're not skeptical, something's wrong. I feel like when you're not approached with something different, red flags, or when you are approached with something different, red flags should go up. However, don't be closed-minded because, like they said, no one got anywhere in life with having a closed mind, right? So I asked a lot of questions. I found that Verve was the official drink of the Phoenix Suns Coyotes. Seen that the company is based out of Scottsdale, and the Charlotte Bobcats, who, as we know, suck pretty bad. Their owner, however, being Mike Jordan, arguably one of the best basketball players of all time, has made Verve their official wellness product over Gatorade, which is cool. They even built a Verve nightclub lounge, a 600-person lounge in their stadium that you can go and check out if you're ever in Charlotte, which is sick. Luke's been out, actually, to the one out in San Diego. So I saw that a company as big as, an organization as big as the Bobcats would never attach their name to one, a product that was unhealthy, and two, to a business that was worth much less than their organization in total. If it were some kind of scam or scheme, right, an illegal business, would not make any sense. Dr. Oz recommends Verve on a show. He's America's doctor. He's the number one watched face on television. If you don't know him, you know Oprah, who, as we like to say, is like a superhuman. She's like people, Oprah, Jesus, right? And her net worth being $3 billion would never let Dr. Oz recommend a product that was, again, unhealthy, or two, backed by an illegal business. The DSA, guys, the Direct Selling Association, has recently made Vemma an official member there, which is big credibility, seeing that we're such a new yet up-and-coming company. The government, they tax us on every dollar we make in this thing. If this were illegal, let's use drug dealing, for example, right? We all know that our people that do that are not taxed by the government. It's illegal. We're taxed because it's legal. So it's very, very, very simplified, guys, if you just look at it that way. What I did understand a year ago is that this thing was performance-driven. So if you heard from someone that said Vemma's a scam or a scheme or doesn't work, that'd be like me telling you not to go to the gym, because I do have a membership, right, as you can tell. Yet I'm on that like 1 day a month plan, just full body, like 45-minute full body workout. And I never eat right. I'm chugging body like 3 times a day. It's like a meal replacement. So guys, I can't run around and be like, don't get a membership, dude, it doesn't work. You got a couple kids in the crowd that are all like, jacked, and clearly it's working for them. Just eat right, go twice a day, whatever. Guys, it's performance driven, right? It works if you work, but only if you work. The more it works, the more you work, the more it works. So understand that people that call Vemma a scam or scheme are either completely uneducated, they've never been involved, they've never been introduced to it correctly, or they tried it and just did nothing. They bought Verve and had this like funny idea they were just going to get rich, just did nothing with it. It just sat in the room, got dusty, and they think they got scammed because they bought Verve. But guys, really to kind of break down the business, that's kind of the boring stuff. I got really excited a year ago when Jaeger was like, listen, dude, we can take our Facebooks and literally turn them into a business, which was cool. Who here has a Facebook? Show of hands. Everyone, right? Happens every time. The problem with that, guys, is the Facebook's obviously not a problem. It's, we're on it every day. Great, social media tool. We got it probably like 6-7 years ago. I don't even know. I know that at the time, however, I had a MySpace and was like, Facebook is stupid, dude. Get it out of my face, right? We're like we're so like closed-minded to like change. I think just as a generation, which I don't understand. But had the MySpace, was doing my thing. Enough of my friends got Facebook. They're like, yo, check it out. I tried it. I liked it. It's better than MySpace. What happens? MySpace out the window. I became a consumer of a better product, a user of a better product. Just like what's happening here, right? I built a social network of people that then went on to use Facebook. Zuckerberg walked away with like $13 billion after selling half of it. And who here got a check in the mail for building his business? No one, right? So my point is, maybe someone raise their hand. My point is, guys, is that Vemma is the same exact way, which is cool. Except we do get paid. Why? Because in direct sales network marketing, this massive industry I knew nothing about a year ago, does $167 billion a year. You take the music, movie industry, the NFL, NBA, NHL, put it together, double it, not even close to what this industry will do. It's just never been geared toward young people ever before because there's never been a product relevant to us. You look at companies like Avon, it's like moms and lotion, rubbing on lotion on each other and shit. They do like 11 billion a year with that, like having those little tea parties and like have like 4 friends each. Which blows my mind with no Facebook, no Skype, no iPhone. Amway is like cleaning supplies, pillowcases. Like, dude, if I was up here with a linen pillowcase, everyone would have left, right? They do like 12 billion a year, guys. That's $250 million each week that company does after 54, maybe 56 years. I don't know exactly. I saw that it's something, again, that's been geared toward our parents, never before with young people. They take these companies, guys, they take their advertisement budget, okay? And you see that times are changing. And with it, ways of advertising are changing. Billboards, TV ads, sponsorships, dude, they don't work anymore. Kish and I were driving around for the last week, like in Conor Farrell's Mercedes, which was sick. It's like a boat, like the most comfortable thing in the world. If anyone here has not got the car yet, check out the E350. But driving around, and I'm in the back seat, just like comfortable, on my phone, just dialed in. I look up, and we're like in a new spot, and there's like 100 more kids, like ready to hear about Vemma. My point is, we're driving on the road. I'm not looking at billboards, dude. We're on the iPod the entire time in the car, so we're not listening to the radio advertisements. And when Kish is like, yo, check out this song on YouTube, that damn advertisement comes on the front end, and we're like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, skip it. I watched the video. Kish recommended to me, right? So it's like we don't care about these traditional ways of advertising anymore. We hear from a friend that something was cool, or that a food tasted good, or that a song was good. We go and we check it out. Our friends being people we share common interests with. So why not take your ad budget, pay it out to your people to go and share it with our family and friends, guys? The same thing we do all the time, every day. If I like those red Vans there, and I just called you out, you weren't even paying attention because I like Vans. Listening. I like Vans. What's your name, by the way? Dominic. I'm like, I go down to the Vans store. I'm like, dude, Dominic was repping these. He's the sole reason that I bought them. He's a walking billboard, Send him a check, dude. I bought the shoes. You should send him like $2 in the mail. They're not going to do it, dude. You told me about the new J. Cole album. I went and got it like on the spot. And J. Cole did not send him, money, let alone a thank you letter, right? It's like, dude, we're doing it all the time already. Why not get paid for it? It just made too much sense to me. So Vemma takes 50 cents on every dollar they spend in revenue. They pay it back out to their consumer base. You get paid 8 different ways. You build a social network of people that drink it like you do. That could be your mom, your dad, your uncle. That just drink the products to enjoy them because they see great results in terms of their health. Or your friend that drinks Verve. He has 100 friends on Facebook you don't know. And you work through those relationships. You network, guys. Something we've been good at forever. We're building like AIM screen names in 6th grade, right? So it's like, again, it's like we're just good at networking. So why not use it to make money? And so I saw that we could come and do that, guys. I've introduced this to 14 people in 13 months. So like 1 a month. It's not really that many people. Everyone has like 500 to 800 friends on Facebook. The average user, some people even more. So you find, 10, 14 people. 7 of which stuck with it. That's the nature of the business, dude. Some people quit. Some people lose interest in the product, whatever. You run with the runners, guys. And that's all it took. 7 people, and now the reason I've got over 4,000 active orders of Vemma's products that come through my organization monthly after 13 months, guys. That's the power in the compounding effect and like how our networking capabilities essentially, which generates over $500,000 a month in revenue for Vemma. About half of which are just people drinking it. The other half, kids like at this meeting that are excited about changing their life, dude. Excited about a vehicle they can take, and they can go and build genuine wealth, guys. And as a result, I'll hit the rank of ambassador this month, which by title pays out about $250,000 a year. What's scary is that we've got people here that are making even more money than I am, which you're going to hear from in a second. It's crazy, guys. I'm an average-ass kid, no hours, no boss, travel around with my friends, do the things I was already doing a year ago, just now get paid for it, and get to share a really compelling story with a lot of people, and don't really care what anyone else thinks. I don't say that to be like a dick, but it just doesn't matter. Because a year ago, people told me Woodworker was stupid, and now what do you think they think? You know what I mean? So guys, it's happening. If you take anything from this, know that it's going to get really, really big with or without anyone here. I hope to be in the top 50 income earner list this month. Luke's number 36, so I'll introduce in a minute. Jaeger 36, which is crazy. Luke number 39, guys. Meaning in 13 months, they are flushing out adults and have been involved for years. Again, performance driven. But if I were to stop tomorrow, my point is that it will not stop. It will not stop this company from getting really, 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 really big, guys. That's what you got to understand. You know, most of us, if not any of us, if that makes sense, invested in Apple stock, right? And people still made a lot of money. Opportunities come and go. This just happens to be a really, really, really big one that makes sense. And for the people that see it and understand that you just heard about Vemma in year 8, on route for $250 million this year. Like I said, Amway $250 million a week. Like to put into perspective, you just heard about Apple in the 90s all over again. You just heard about Facebook in Mark Zuckerberg's dorm room. Timing in business is everything. Whether you take it for what it's worth or not, it's between you and you guys. You know, we can't make that decision for you, but we're just sorting through social networks, looking for the one person. It could be one person here. Like one person. Something clicks. You swap numbers with Luke and I, you know, Andrew, some of these leaders out here. We take you to 4,000 orders a year from now. Or faster. This kid Joe Bruno, he's not here right now. A lot of you guys might know him. He went 0 to 100 grand a year in 6.5 months. Where have you ever heard about that happening? It took me 10 months, guys, meaning we're teaching what works, and clearly it's working. And if you teach it well enough, people will move faster than you. And if he continues at that pace, he'll pass me. Like, he'll be in my group, making more money than me, guys, which would be a great problem to have. But with that, I want to introduce my buddy Luke Kish, number 39, a company like 200,000 people, guys. Without him, and I shit you not, dude, we would not be here right now. Like, without his belief in the beginning, like, we were making no money. There were no cars. Like, we were driving around his Nissan Maxima, like pulling, like, illegal U-turns to get to meetings on time. Guys, just with this like vision in mind. Like, we made a decision a year ago. We saw this, like, we envisioned this. Trust me, we did. We just didn't know how it happened. But everything between the decision and the vision, guys, became irrelevant, and that's what's brought us here tonight. So he's doing really well. I'll let him touch on his numbers. So thank you guys for having me out.
Cool. Well, obviously, guys, you just heard from Tyler Small, some phenomenal speakers tonight, and I don't want to reiterate too much. Hands down, though, he's literally the best in the business. You know, the glue to the team. Yeah, I'm making more money, but without him, without, you know, a lot of the faces here tonight, none of this would have been possible. It's like me and you. You know what I mean? No bullshit. And what's cool, and I could come up here and talk real quick though. Who's new? Who's brand new? Okay, welcome. I could come up here and talk about how much money I'm making. But in reality, dude, that does nothing for anybody but me. What I want everyone here to know, whether you're new or you're already in the business, leave here tonight knowing that for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, as this company grows to the billions, there'll be a shit ton of young people that make a boatload of money. 100%. It's already happening, dude. People like to do what's working, and at a time where if there's water in a desert, dude, people are going to find it and people are going to drink it. And the people that get there at the beginning, they're going to drink more of it. That's where we're at right now, dude. 100%. Think about it. Like, take away what we said and just think about it yourself. The product's perfect. The need for it's there. Think about how hard it is right now to find someone who's looking for a way to make money. Like, dude, half your friends will even get jobs, and the people that have jobs, they are struggling financially. Like, barely getting by, and probably spend money on something like this anyway. Whatever it is, dude, less frivolous than a business model that can completely change your life. It's not rocket science, and it's mind-blowing to me that somehow and for some reason, people think that without building a business, without learning how to make money, you're ever going to make money, dude. Like, think about that. Without learning how to make money, without building a business, we're ever going to make money. Dude, it's never going to happen. I look back 14 months ago, I blew this thing off. I was like everybody at the beginning. I had no idea what I was talking about. Long story short, just like this, dude, I met a kid my age making $3 grand a month at the time. And I thought it was the craziest thing in the world. Like, dude, that's 36 grand a year. He made 95 G's last month. He's 23 years old, got a 14.9 on his SATs. Barely graduated from Arizona State, dude. That's a 4-year party. I saw that, and that was it, dude. I was like, performance-driven income with no limit. And it made sense to me. It made sense to me that it was going to be really, really, really big. And I worked my butt off for the last 14 months. I've introduced it to 25 of my friends. Guys, everybody here could do that. Like I said, it's not hard to find someone right now that's looking for it to make money. Yeah, we're looking for them, dude. They're looking for us. And all it is a matter of sharing the story on a few of the right individuals that want to get down with us, and that's it, dude. And whether it's you or not, it's going to be someone, 100%. Especially if you're in college, dude. You will see Verve on your college campus. There will be a 6-figure income or higher at every single college campus in the country in the next 2-3 years, dude. Hands down. There's 5 kids in my school on the cusp of $250,000 a year. Yeah, it sounds crazy cool. It's never happened before. That's why it sounds crazy. They call the Wright brothers crazy, bending metal and flying it over water. we get on planes. Zuckerberg, 5 of his friends, 3 told him you're dumb, you're stupid, you're nuts, it's not going to work. The 2 that said, yeah, dude, they're worth billions, and everyone in the whole world has a Facebook. It's working, dude. How to make money's changing. Times are changing, whether you change or not. 100%. Mommy, daddy's information, it doesn't work, dude. Like, it does not work. And it's mind-blowing because we follow people that don't have what we want in life and expect some sort of different result. Dude, it's never going to happen. Everyone has 24 hours in a day. It doesn't matter who you are, everyone has 24 hours in a day, dude. How you spend your time and how you think will dictate your income. And I can guarantee you that if you go to bed broke tonight, you wake up in the morning in the same situation, you change nothing in between, nothing is going to change, dude. Don't let not having money teach you out of earning money. All right, but 25 of my friends, 10 that stuck with, it's the reason I have about 70,000, or 7,000, I wish 70,000. Soon to be 70,000. 7,000 orders of the product going through my group monthly, which is nuts, dude, because I'm 20 years old, and then the last 2 weeks I made like $20,000. Now, I'll say it to brag, and within the next 30, 60 days, I'll hit Star Ambassador, which is like $500,000 a year. And what's scary is it's just getting started. I'll say it to brag, but hopefully, dude, you see a normal-ass kid standing in front of you in Vans and a white tee that a year ago was smoking, drinking, and doing a bunch of shit that didn't matter, wanted to build a business, found it, and just went, dude. Like, this thing is working. What you want out of it, that's on you. It working, not up in the air. And guaranteed, with or without anybody in this whole entire room, including me, this will be one of the biggest network marketing companies in the whole entire world. Hands down. And in 20, 30 years, there'll be a lot of them, dude. Times are changing. All right, guys, and we're on the front end of something that's going to be really, really big. So that being said, I encourage everyone here, connect with me, connect with Tyler on Facebook. It's not just a few crazy kids screaming, dude, making money. There's like 40 kids earning 6-figure incomes in college and higher, some of which earning over $1 million a year. And don't leave here excited and talk to someone that has no idea what they're talking about, dude. You love, trust, respect, mom, dad, teachers, professors, friends. Reality is, dude, most people we know literally have no idea how to make money. And it took me making $30,000 in a month to realize that everyone was calling me wrong was actually wrong, dude. Like, you love mom and dad, 50, 60, 100 grand a year. They don't have it figured out. Like, my dad got a full scholarship to Princeton. He works for ExxonMobil. It's the biggest company in the whole entire world. He said, son, don't do Verve. All right? Obviously, he supports me now. The point is, dude, he didn't know what he didn't know. And if I would have listened to him, I wouldn't be passing him an income as a 20-year-old kid after building a network marketing business for 14 months, dude. Think about that. You know? So it's working, guys. 100% can work for you. It's not a get-rich-quick fantasy fairy tale thing. We're just going to buy Verve and become a millionaire. All right? It takes time. It takes energy. It takes effort, dude, but it's worth it. Because in life, and you made a lot of money with a lot of people that are about to do. You know where Tyler Small's organization, our organization, we're going in this company? And, like, we had our arms like this. That's what we're doing. We're not here to sell you guys Verve. It's not for you at the end of the day. No hard feelings. It's not going to burst our bubble. All right? But if it is, understand, we team up with you and teach you everything that we're doing. Because if you're a new success story, if you're the next Tyler Small, dude, it helps us. And if you knew, like I said, where we were going in this thing, you'd lock arms, you would not let go. You'd put glue on it, you'd staple it shut, and you'd bear hug us, dude. Because this thing is going to the billions. All right, guys? Right place, right time, right opportunity. You got to understand, man. It's one of those moments where, like, holy shit, I think everything's right there where this thing's going to get really, really, really big. And it is, 100%. What you're going to do with it, dude, that's between you and you. Everyone here can make this thing work. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes effort, but it's worth it. So, guys, how to get started? My mouth is so dry. Is this Verve? Open it. Sorry. How to get started is you just buy product. There's no sign-up fee, no registration fee, just placing an order for Verve. All right, so whoever invited you here tonight, when they bought their product, they got their own website, their own back office, their own phone app. All right? When you start your business, you go through them, you're paying Vemma for the product. It's getting shipped to your front door like Amazon.com, and then you're in turn up with your own account like Facebook. The 2 ways to enter the business is either 2 cases of Verve for $150, which we don't recommend, or 7 cases for $500. Sounds like a lot of money, and we encourage you to buy the builder pack, not to sell you more Verve, okay, but it unlocks your account for 2 bonuses that, in my opinion, are 100% necessary for success. Okay, the frenzy bonus, which means every 3 people in a week you enroll, you make about $700. 400 of which is because you bought that builder pack. That's going to get you paid until your network gets larger. I have 17-year-old kids do that twice their first week and twice their second week. You make like $2,800 in high school, okay? And then once you're at a level called Diamond in the company, which I have about 80 people in my group app, and they give you $400 a month towards a BMW or Mercedes. As you can see, there's a few of them in the driveway right now. And that's just a good advertising tactic. You want your friends to see that it's real, it's tangible, dude. Nobody wants a job. Nobody wants a boss. Nobody wants $8 an hour. Everybody wants time freedom. Everybody wants to be in control. Everybody wants to work with their friends. And once your friends see you have no job, no boss, no hours, and a cool car, dude, they're going to be about it. All right? So buy the builder pack if you're going to be serious with the business. Have urgency. All right? People probably will sign up tonight, and it's not to push you. But if you miss out on 1, 2, or 3 people, dude, no big deal. Unless 1, 2, or 3 people is someone like me or like Tyler Small or some of the people you heard from tonight, that in the duration turn up into thousands. Because I had a kid, and Tyler Small signed up at my house. Go to Wawa, literally. Tyler Small signed up while he was at Wawa, and because he made that trip to Wawa, he's missed out on already 4,000 orders that could have been in his business. So have urgency, guys. We understand $500 is a lot on a shirt, a pair of shoes. Understand what you're, right? Straight up. And there's even worse ones than that. Understand, like, what you're buying, dude. People, I always, like, people say it's a money issue. It's never a money issue, dude. It's a motivation issue. You go to someone, they say, I don't have $500. You're like, all right, dude, what's your favorite type of car? Like a Lamborghini, what year, 2013, what kind of Gallardo, whatever, you know, black wheels. Dope, dude. If I had one of those in the driveway right now, I told you, give me $500 by midnight, it's yours, would you be able to come with $500? The answer is yes, dude. So then I'm like, okay, great. So you value an exotic car more than your future business model that could completely change your life. Time, dude, everyone's got 24 hours. Everyone's a student. Everyone's got a job. And like I said, don't let not having money cheat you out of the opportunity to make money, guys. We're on the front end of something that I don't even know. Like, it's uncharted territory. I've said it like 40 times already. Who knows how big this thing's going to get, dude? But, I mean, I think it's probably pretty clear. You've never seen anything like this happen before. And use your imagination. 20 million kids in college, new freshman class every year. If you run a 4.240, should you play football or chess? You should play football. If our generation's really, really good at networking, communicating, sharing information, doesn't it make sense to harness what we're good at to build a business? Yes, dude, it does, and it's working. So thanks for coming out, guys. Connect on Facebook. And if you're ambitious in the room, something's clicking for you, be sure to be in touch with us. All right, rack them up.